There we go. That was way more difficult than it should have been. Okay. I'm gonna assume you work. I don't know why you say... Oh, my average stream bitrate is too high. Okay, well... You're gonna have to live with that, Twitch. We all have things in life we don't like. I'm just like, yep. Not dealing with that. I'm surprised this is honestly working as well as it is right now. I'm sure when the iPhone gets up from its nap, it's going to have problems hooking up to VStube Studio or something. I'm waiting on it. I know it's coming. It can't surprise me. Disable preview. Alright. Now, where did my YouTube music go since we can't listen to Spotify because the stupid things get angry? Okay. Mine has been complaining about working after... Like, I see OBS is like, no, everything's great. You have, like, you're doing great. And Twitch is like, no, it's terrible. But when I had the live stream going, it's like, yeah, mine has been talking on. Yeah. I'm waiting for it. Don't worry. Now I gotta wait for this. Alright. iPhone hasn't been on in about 2 weeks, maybe a month and a half. We're gonna give it a second to contemplate its life. Then I might get a model. Alright, that should be the YouTube flag in the server. Yay! I feel so smart getting StreamCord to finally do its job. So how have you been, Lynn? Now that I'm actually getting settled in. It's a time. Alright. Where are you at, VTube Studio? Are you moving? You're not moving. I didn't think you would. That'd be too easy. I'm glad to hear you've been doing well. It has been a time. I will definitely say that. Why? Yeah. Not yet. The state's trying to instead. Yay! But wait, nope. I wasn't ready to go to that application. I'm sorry. Yeah, especially right now. Right now, it's top form, let me tell you. Oh, duh, I have my IP right there. So, Alabama has decided to lose their ever-loving minds recently. Like, for the past year. Including some really fascinating takes on abortion and childcare. So, Just like, you know, I'm graduating soon. Just letting you know that, State. Just letting you know. There we go. Finally got a model. Now let me actually sync it. Okay. If it can stay on Xenoblade, I know I don't get flagged for it, so I'm hoping. Maybe. Now I'm gonna close Steam. I'm running... Okay, we're actually not doing bad on RAM anymore. I was doing really bad on RAM for a second there. I need more RAM. Yeah. Well, RAM hasn't gotten cheaper since the last time we talked. It might have gotten the opposite, if anything. I don't know. I'm too scared to look. I'm gonna be quite honest. So I'm over here like, okay, turn this off, close this. I have system monitor up. It's fine-ish. $121. I feel like mine's more. Okay, I gotta turn that down a little bit. There's no way. I went to go buy new compression gloves the other day, because these have about worn their, had their time. And, yeah, they've gone from $8 to $20. Yay! What do I want? Oh yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, just throw all those in there, okay? Yep, just toss them all. It's okay. We're not done yet, don't worry. There's more to place. I'm still trying to get used to this program. It's a new one. HU. I'm so so part of the reason I have such an overhead, though, I will say this time is sort of my fault. I'm running this program in a VM. So that I don't have to go log on to Windows, because I get angry every time I log into Windows now. Which sounds so bad, but it's also true. Like, I don't know what they have done to freaking Windows 11, but it didn't deserve that. I don't have a message. Okay, that's fine. That's also why my Windows says activate Windows. The horror stories I am hearing at this point, like, I am very happy with my little Linux install, and this is one of 2 program suites I need Windows for anymore. I don't even need it for FF14. But like, Uh, you jump in, and it's like jumping into cold water during winter. But, you know, after like 20 minutes, you kind of get used to it because you've kind of given yourself hypothermia, and then you learn how to swim. I say that, but it's not honestly that bad. I'm on a gaming specific distro, and it is nowhere near as bad. That's the wrong play. As it has the reputation of what once was, and I say this as somebody who tried what it once was about a decade ago. Things still break here and there, but I'm gonna be honest, I can say that about Windows 2 at this point. But this little guy... hold on 1 second. Okay. Yay for phone calls. But yeah, it's... Why? Oh, that's why. You shush. Yeah. It honestly really... It does suck the first bit, and I know a few people that are looking at getting off Windows because Copilot has basically mauled their system efficiency, which has been a running trend I've been hearing. And what I've told people to do is just get a VM for like your first month or two, play in it, and see if you don't hold on. Most likely what you're gonna want is what I'm on, to be quite honest, because our builds are somewhat similar. This is most likely what you want. As your distro. No worries. It's the one I've been recognizing. It's what I'm on right now. There's a few things I don't love about it, but it's mostly cosmetic stuff. What it does do is slap NVIDIA a bunch, because NVIDIA is very dumb on Linux, and it takes care of the NVIDIA problems. It auto-installs OBS where you don't have any problems with it really, and puts on actually multi-stream by default. So I found out about a multi-stream thing that I didn't know was even an option for an OBS plugin. And a bunch of stuff like that. and it's made by the guy who gets a lot of the gaming to work. Though I'll be honest, Steam, if you play most of your stuff through Steam, Steam has, like, I think 2 launch day games I've gotten since I've moved to Linux now, and I just boot them up in Steam and they work and I don't even know the difference. If you're playing a super demanding, you're not supposed to be here either, AAA, fine. So, there is a, how do I say? I don't know if you heard about the moon falling in your channels, but that was one of the more problematic ones. Yeah, that was one of the more difficult to get to work ones, and it's, I dare say, not a problem suddenly. So, yeah. I personally have gone away from Penumbra just because I can't be bothered in general. But you can get it to work. People do. And everything else, I've replicated. Within the Dalamug Discord, there's an entire section for Linux. And they, you know, as long as you're not dumb when you ask questions, they've been actually very pleasant whenever I've been in there. As I've had to ask a few things, and they've been like, oh yeah, here you go. You have basic reading comprehension, we don't mind helping you. Throw it in a VM. Throw it in a virtual machine first, and just poke it. Because you can use, what's the name of it? It's the one by Oracle. The general tips that I've seen from people say is VirtualBox. Yeah, VirtualBox. I use a different one on Linux now, so I forget the name of it. But it lets you poke around with it, see if you have any trouble. I mean, I wouldn't judge gaming performance on it, obviously, but other stuff, it should be fine, I would assume. Okay. Boy, Payhead, you have only dark. Okay. I'll be honest, I did the dual boot way because I had a spare M2 slot sitting around. So I don't actually get to throw too many rocks at that one because I'm in a very glass house with what my approach was, but that's also why I'm like, there was a learning curve. Yeah. It's just like, there are smart ways to do this. I did not pick them, but there are smart ways to do this. Yeah, it's so much more enjoyable to just not know how to turn your computer on. That's actually kind of what I'm doing with this software here. is I have told myself I'm not allowed to use Canva anymore. And so I will learn to do my promo images here, or I will get no promo images. And so here we are for a book launch tomorrow. I'm not surprised. Canva. I have so many thoughts on the AI, Gen AI stuff, I should say. And none of it makes me a popular person with any of the tech companies. It really just feels like round 2 of, or 30 of cryptocurrency slash, okay, YouTube 3 need to be together. Cryptocurrency slash NFTs. Yeah, it's just like, you have to adopt this or else you'll be obsolete. And I'm like, like, no offense, but if it was really that good, the one thing that I trust in capitalism to do is to charge me for it. And you're not charging me for it, so I just have questions. And like, academia's telling me, oh yeah, you gotta do this. Writing's telling me it. VTubers are honestly really interesting for them to be fighting this, because there's such a culture of art. Like, from the beginning, VTubing is built on artists, and to be like, oh no, you can cut your artist out is... Those are brave words. Okay, I think I went the wrong way. Okay, 14 is okay. No. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's just what makes it so funny, is it's like, if you take the art out of VTubing, that's the point. It's like, okay. This looks so easy before. Oh, that did it, okay. It's a really weird way to have to make rounded corners, but it works. Alright, now if I tell you, can I crop on the layer basis? There's going to be a lot of little questions with this program that we will find out. The program I'm using, Affinity here, is actually, well, was bought out by Canva. It originally is a Photoshop competitor, but they just, yeah, that did what I thought it did. Okay. They just released a new version that's mostly free, and right now the paid version is basically just the Gen AI features. And it's like, okay, you keep those Gen AI features. I'm sure that it's going to backfire on me somehow, but... Oh, cool, that actually did handle it the way I wanted it to. Perfect. I need you... Oh wait, I should be able to... Yes. The old version of this was paid though. Very reasonable fee though, compared to like Photoshop, which is what it competes with. What's overlay? Okay, overlay doesn't do enough. The things I do. Just the things I do, really. There we go, that works. Just need it to where it's not fading in there. Ooh, or do I want that instead, actually? Dun, 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 dun. I am really excited that this raid is the next patch. Well, not this raid, but the raid series. I've enjoyed that a lot more than the 24-man this time. It's been fun. Much mean. 1010 would meet him again. Actually, I'm gonna delete these three, actually. Okay, maybe I should have kept one of them, actually. Alright, Amazon goes over here in the timeout corner because it's perpetually bad. When they are looking at places to buy from, Amazon is not the solution I want them to come to. No, no. I see what was happening. Okay. What button is that? V. Okay, thank you. Alright. That was the wrong way. No. Okay, that time you did it. No. We're just gonna be yelling at the program until it randomly gives me what I want. No! I don't want you over there either. Oh, that is... Okay, I see. I see what's happening. You are too fat. Thank you. Yay! Now I only need to repeat it 30 more times. Copy paste. Something like that. I might actually remove Hoopla. Like, yes, you can get it on Hoopla, but Hoopla's kind of over there with Amazon on what they pay me. No, I guess that's about right. Okay, Amazon just looks tiny back there, but that's how it should be, really. Can we work first time? Almost. Almost worked first time. We are learning, chat. There we go. That's a little bit more on that side. So, I appreciate, and I'm not even being sarcastic about this, that the guy just outright says, this is all the stuff that I have to do every single install and I'm tired of manually doing, and also this is so that my dad can play games in peace. And I'm like, I understand that. I am dad level gaming. I'm okay with that, actually. On a non-gaming laptop, I have Fedora, which is what Nobara is based off of. Also, the one of the funny things with Nobara is it has weeb backgrounds, so built in. You don't have to use them, of course, but yeah. But I have Fedora on a non-gaming laptop, and Nobara is easier to set up out of the box, but I might eventually switch to just Fedora because I like a desktop environment that Nobara is not gonna support. But to start out with, like, there's a lot of things Nobara does to just make life nice, I'll be honest. And The biggest thing I do is I'm in their Discord, and when I run the updater, I go look in the Discord and I see if there's a new pinned message of, hey, this is NVIDIA did something dumb and it's blowing up your computer again. And if I don't see that, then I assume, okay, I'm good to update. I also don't update in the morning, I update in the evening to give them time. Oh, I'm holding control instead of shift. That would be the problem. Knew it. And people are, again, if you read the rules and follow the rules, honestly not bad. They've been friendly the times I've talked in there and had questions. One of my questions was essentially lightning struck and we have no clue why it's broken for you and not anyone else. And I just went, oh, okay, that's normal, actually. But they did admit, try to help. I mean, my luck is legendary. I didn't blame them. But I've been running that since... When did I install Nobara? It might almost be a year now, actually. I feel like I did it during last year Christmas break. I might be misremembering, though. It might have been during summer, like May. Definitely since May, though, I've been pretty much using Linux full-time. I know, text. Yes, I know I misspelled it. I cannot spell this word if my life depended on it. Thank you. Could I actually get away with? English is a mutt language that doesn't know what it's doing, and in this essay I will. Let's try 33. free. One of the really funny things that nobody expected but has been a thing since they put Copilot on systems is there are some games that actually run better on Linux going through Wine and Proton than on Windows natively now, because the system overhead is hitting the system so hard, which should never happen. Like, that has not been a praise to Linux as much as it is a shame to Windows. Like, what are you doing, child? I've actually started hearing as well that people are starting to Linux distro Windows in the sense that they make their own forks of Windows, and I'd call it like a deep loaded Windows, which will not stop being hilarious to me. I don't blame people either. Like, if you have a lot of stuff that you can't like get around, basically, for me the things that I need are Office and this program, basically. So that's not really too much of my everyday stuff that I have to use Windows, which is why I can get away with the VM for what I need. And then I hit the little X button and it goes away and I feel happier inside. But for people who can't do that, because that's totally valid, I don't blame them at all for taking the route of screw this, I'll just use like make my own version. No. I think that's still Xenoplayed. Hold on. Where is A Tragic Decision? Okay, yeah, that is. This is... Uh-oh. You okay, YouTube? Oh, yes, I'm still watching. And other controversial things that I have done recently, I actually switched to Android from iOS. But not really for the OS as much as, why are the phones so freaking big now? I can't fit them in my pocket. So I got a Flip. And it's been funny how many people I have mentioned that to, especially people that are smaller, that are like, actually that's valid. The OS or the Flip itself? The Flip itself, it has the Flip. When you fold the phone and you open it back up, you can definitely fair. Though they're doing the weird stuff with the Play Store, which my husband noted was right when I came over to the platform, and so I must have cursed it inherently, which checks out, actually. That's not the color I want. So, as far as the flip, um, you can definitely see the crevice, like in the center. Um, when the screen's on, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't stare at the phone open with the screen off, so that actually doesn't bother me as much as it did. The aspect ratio on it is weird, I will say. It is longer than your standard smartphone aspect ratio, and there's some stuff that does. So when the screen's on, the lights, unless you have like a glare hitting it, you just don't really notice it at all. And I have my phone very dim. Like I don't even have my pinky a brightness. So it's just when the screen's on, I don't notice it really at all unless you're hitting like some type of screen glare to eliminate it. I played with the phones at my local Best Buy. I do think the Fold is probably a better phone and like does it better, but I wanted something that would fit in my pocket, and the Fold was not helping with that crusade. I used the front of the phone with it closed far more than I thought would be usable. You have to mod it a little bit. But once you mod it, like, I legit have done writing on just the front part of the flip. And I have it flipped all the time. It's also really nice when I'm like in an Uber or something and I can kind of keep an eye on Spotify or where we're going and not have like the whole phone open where it's quite as obvious. Yep, sometimes. No regret in it either. Like, that is what I wanted to be able to do with it, and it's actually super comfy. It does not have the MagSafe ring built in automatically like some of the other Samsungs, but it does have NFC, so if you just get the right case, and also don't apply super glue to the case to get something to stick. That was a lesson I learned. That kind of killed that case. And I still need to replace it, but I'm cheap. So if you work around a few of those interesting issues, where's my... No. Of course, I've heard the same, that the phone's supposed to last for 5 years of flipping it back and forth. Mm-hmm. The interior of it is. That is correct. Where did my typography go? The exterior. Hey, Apso. Yeah? So do not buy the official Samsung one. It is $50 for the exact same case that I'm sure is on the same line as the $8.99 ones on Amazon. So once we get past that, it is kind of hard to find cases for it, but it depends what you want for it. There are a lot of good cases. You just have to kind of know what you're wanting and go in with a clear vision of that. And I misunderstood something I didn't know about, which had to do with the textured grip. I really liked the textured grip, and the textured grip couldn't work with my pop socket, basically. My not pop socket, because I'm not paying pop socket prices either. Where is... If I type... No, you're not. So, the hinges were breaking originally in like 6 months. So they are, my understanding is, warranting 5 years of software grades. Yeah. And as far as, I do know somebody who has, one that I think's like 2 years old that's still fine. The other person I know that mainly uses the folds replaces his every year because he gets his, he writes it off on his company expenses basically and makes them pay for it. So he can tell me a lot about it, but not the, no, not that. Not the longevity. Where are you? Windows, your little activate Windows thing is being annoying. I need to delete that because that Discord has been deleted and replaced with another one. I am sure I will not remember again. But yeah, nobody's been kicked from that Discord. I actually did just delete it because I didn't want people to get grouped in. There it was, typography. To get... Nope! That's just a weird way of saying typography. Okay. But yes. Okay, so that is how that handles it. Okay, cool. Good enough. Alright. You're trying to learn this program. Grudgingly. Very grudgingly. Why did you do that? No, bad. Stop. The program's helping me about as much as my cats help me right now. Oh, why are you locked? I think I actually want that in Whisper too. So, part of the reason I'm being careful with what fonts I choose is because font licensing is miserable. Let's just go with miserable is the word we're going to use. It's mostly safe for stream. And so I'm picking fonts that I know I have the license to do this for. Funny story, just because Windows installs it on your machine does not mean you have the license for it. They're nice like that. Please. Do a quick social media check. Yay, nothing's burning. I appreciate it when nothing's burning. And let me check. Square Enix, I'm sorry. I'm still not going to FanFest this year. That cost Muns. And I'm currently spending all of my Muns on my books. And the random game here or there, to be fair. Why does that not look straight to me? Add! Oh, I see. I see. Alright. I still don't love this down here. Rest of it looks pretty good. Feels too crowded though. Still on. Okay, good. And that would actually let me bring this guy up. Why are you so... Whatever. I don't want to log into Stream Elements. Last time I logged into Stream Elements, they started sending me the stupid, we can upgrade your partnership, whatever thing. And now I get those emails every week again. This is a strange way of trying to motivate me, I'm gonna tell you. Making me hate seeing an email. Actually wonder. This is kind of risky, admittedly. I say risky like there's actual physical harm involved. Yep, that's what I want. I can already tell that's gonna be better. Nope, not you. Wrong layer. Oh no, I got an idea. This is absolutely not what I need to do. Yeah, I can't get all three of them on there. I do kind of like it though. Yeah, it's just gonna get too crowded if I do that. This is already a lot of text for Blue Sky. Yeah, I think we're good. I say we're good as I'm continuing to make changes, but, you know. Alright, so that's one down. That's probably the most complicated one down for the things I have left I want to do. This will be an easier one. Actually, not sure I want to do it like that. Thinking about it. Oh, sorry. I do not want you to rewrite with Copilot, but don't thank you for asking. I'm sure you're still farming the data anyways. Oh, that actually looks better than I would have thought. Oh crap, I was supposed to text my husband. I really feel like... No, it is actually mixing them. Okay. I feel like it needs outer shadow. Why don't you play games anymore, Kala? Well, as you will see, I don't get to play games. I just serve the marketing gods at this point. When I'm not doing work, of course. Smile. And now I have a suspected spam call. They really are getting... It's kind of ridiculous how much spam we have now. Was my email inbox not good enough? Okay, that is actually kind of cool, but that isn't what I want. I'm seeing my phone like light up 30,000 times. Like a stupid telemarketer. I don't think I'm actually gonna do anything with this one. I feel bad because it's already like, it was a gifted piece and I just don't want to deface it, to be quite honest. Okay, so that means we have one more left here that I would like to get done. Which is kind of similar. I have no clue what those buttons mean, but sure. Smile. do find the erase really cool, actually. I have not gotten a chance to use it, but I do find it cool. Alright. So... there's a few things I know I want it to be. I get my $20 out of this domain. It just relinks stuff's the funniest part. Wait, no, not you. You. I was in the wrong menu. Wait. What am I doing? Oh, I bet it's because I had that selected as text. I bet. I kind of zoning out to this song. There we go. I still need to finish this game. Not that that's a particularly new sentiment. I don't want... Wait. Sorry. I need you to be in Windows to alt tab. Oopsie. Ooh, Sunset Mine's actually a really good song. Wait, no. Program, stop. Stop helping me. Why are you not zooming? Thank you. Oh hey, now we have excellent connection on Twitch. Thanks, Twitch. Gotta love our standard fonts. This is gonna be kind of a weird thing to do, but it might work? Question mark? I really love the girls' pictures. I'm still not the biggest fan of Jordan's here, but it does work. I will say. But I do love my ladies with this artist. They turned out really, really good, especially Kylie. Just go yellow. Thank you. Favorite XC2 songs. there's a Steam sale going on, at least for a few games I was looking at. The joke is that I'm actually going to buy them because... No, actually the joke isn't buying them, the joke is playing them. I need to be more transparent. That can definitely go down. Sorry, didn't mean to bump the mic. But now I want you to... I don't think that's actually better. I don't see the shape. I want like... No. Let's look at simple. In the words of GLaDOS, sometimes the simplest solution is the best solution. And then we can make this kind of... Other fun things I've learned is that's kind of what I wanted actually. I'm gonna keep that for a second. I have learned as far as my health goes, since that's our continuous ongoing problem, I actually seem to be a lot healthier. Is my electric thing on? No, it's not. When it is cold out. So we might be moving. Well, we're probably going to be moving, but might be looking to go somewhere colder once I graduate. There we go. Which is actually kind of exciting. Which color did I want? I got distracted. I think I actually want the brown. Now, you may ask, but why is that that color? And my answer to that would be, I don't know, ask Microsoft. It works on all the other browsers. I don't know what they're doing. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, that looks cool, but I don't think I can keep it. It doesn't... Well, actually. This is making me wanna play XC2 again. Arguably, that means it's functioning as intended, granted, but... So I got Power Wash Sim 2, and I made it like 1 level, maybe 2, I think. No, I think I'm on 2nd or 3rd level. Like big levels, not the little levels. And that's why I'm like, I really shouldn't be talking about buying any games. Like, I need to play what I have. Unless it's like a very specific thing, like if Somnium comes out with something or Xenoblade comes out with, well, Xeno in general, it doesn't need to be Xenoblade, but yeah, it's like, that's different. But random JRPG purchases, I need to stop replaying the ones I have, which is a really weird thing to say. It's like, oh, I'm playing the ones I already have too much. Except what I really mean is I'm playing the same 6 games over and over on like infinite repeat. Well, just cheap for the wallet. I haven't even been playing 14 really, to be honest. I have played 14 so little, because I made this comment on Blue Sky the other day, that I've actually started missing Expert Roulette. And like, that's when you know it's bad. You don't just miss Expert Roulette. Yay, glad to hear it, Apso. I think this needs to go up as part of my problem. Why am I not seeing... Okay, Jordan really does look bigger than the other two here. His head looks big. Sorry. I know you're supposed to be taller than the other two, but... Wait, are you supposed to be up more? Freaking, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense suddenly. Like, of these 3, he is the tallest. So I was trying to, like, keep that relatively in perspective. No, Maya's right. Is Kylie? Yeah, Kylie's right. Okay. Now I just need him to step away from Kylie. There you go. If it goes up just a hair. Okay, I gotta go here. There we go. Now we want to justify left. I think we're about done with graphics, though. Then I'm gonna start working on like actual plotting stuff probably for some fun. That I won't stream though. I don't like that this doesn't have... Let's see if I can force it. No. I mean, I could just cut Jordan's head off, I guess. He doesn't need it. I don't think this logo is going on there. I guess I could move these three. I do like the way that the artist actually drew them to where they're like all facing a different direction. That was not something I asked for, but actually works really cool. I want Kylie ahead of Jordan, please. I still need to delete that. Now, hold on, actually. I wonder if this will work. That's gonna be really fun if it does. Oh. Wonder why YouTube's having problems. Is Twitch? Oh, Twitch is saying it's having problems. I don't want me to look at OBS. Chris, your butt's in the way. Oh, yep, I did drop. Well, I didn't drop frames, but weird. Sir, your butt's in the way. Sir, can you please quit tail jiggling in front of my monitor? I'm trying to do work. Come over here. Come over here, little himbo. Ugh. Good boy. What a guy. I think this is gonna work. Especially if I move Kylie over a little bit. Okay, it looks like we're back. Kind of. Why am I not dropping the frames though? That is weird. I am very confused. Because I see my frame struggling, but OBS is not reporting any actually dropped, which... confuses me. I wonder if I can get away with... Let me look at these. Da, da. Let me see if I can do the all three. I think it's gonna take too much space, but I might. Actually, they'd kind of look better over here, to be honest. With the kids more over here. Yay, it's the 3 Seconds Nia's Relevant song. Gotta love that song. Wait, no. Yeah, it is Drifting Soul, okay. Maya should be a little... That does not look aligned to me, but whatever. Actually, half it is. Oh, I guess the internet's happy again, question mark. Wait. This is 16. I think I want it 15. Just to give a bit more breathing. Ooh, 15 is actually way smaller. Can I do like 15.5? I actually don't know if it'll let me do that. Hey, it did. Sweet. How does that look if I zoom out? Good enough. Boy, I'm getting like 10,000 emails all coming through. Wait, that's Windows. I don't need to do that in Windows. Oopsie. That is the one thing about the VM, is I forget that, like... Also, KDE's Clipper is honestly superior. little quish. Oh, what a boy, Tom. Krishna's become kind of my, friendly cat, I guess. He's the one always at my desk. And he likes my scratchies. Yeah. He's like, I was sleeping and now you're suddenly aggressively scratching me. What is up? Yeah, what is up? But his tail's also flaunting everywhere. Alright. I do think that might be probably the end of Strem. Because I think I will probably leave this. Because that's good enough for what I wanted. About the power of Jen. Fascinating. But, yeah. So, thank you everyone for stopping by. I think I'm gonna call it. I'm weak. 2 hours of streaming and I'm sleepy now. And also, I think I'm done with just the graphics work. I need to do other less interesting things. Because yes, it gets less interesting than this, can confirm. But we will, I'll stream again, eventually. Probably, maybe. And I will see everybody later. Thanks for coming by and hanging out as I did things. Bye bye. Maybe one day I'll play games again.